Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, children of all ages, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all the ships at sea, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. No matter... Yeah. No matter how much the Republicans don't want it, the impeachment inquiry is not going away. It is here to stay. It has... It has... This relationship is getting serious. It's unpacked its bags. It's put its toothbrush in that little cup above the sink. GOP is like, where's this relationship going? Straight to the White House. In fact, tomorrow is a really big day when the House of Representatives votes to set up the procedures for the impeachment, how everything will be done in public. And my guest tomorrow night will be Nancy Pelosi. This is, I'm being told... I'm telling you. And I'm being told, and this is true, a little bird just whispered in my ear just a little while ago that this is exclusive. This is the only place she's coming after the vote tomorrow. So, and it makes sense, John.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. You make history. The next step, obviously, sit right over there, talk to me. About whatever, her new movie or whatever streaming show she's got on Crackle or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And the investigation keeps chugging along, and I'll tell you all about it in tonight's installment of Don and the Giant Impeach.
That's just the way I talk to the president of Ukraine.
Thanks for having me. It's our job, Chris. Yesterday, the impeachment inquiry heard testimony from its first witness, who was actually on Trump's infamous Ukraine phone call. Director of European Affairs at the National Security Council and Bunsen honeydew stunt double, Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman. Took me by surprise a little bit. Vindman's testimony lasted more than 10 hours. That is way too long for it to be for a good reason. You never want to hear your spouse say, honey, I think we should talk, for 10 hours. Vindman, he dropped a bombshell. The official White House transcript of Trump's Ukraine call omitted crucial words and phrases. This is huge. The White House intentionally left things out. It's like the infamous 18.5-minute gap on Nixon's Watergate tapes if Nixon had left in all the bad stuff. I mean, for Pete's sake, how do you edit the transcript and leave in, I'd like you to do us a favor, though? It's like, that's not... Hello? Anybody home? It's like a mobster whacking a guy and going, don't worry, cops got nothing. We got rid of some of his body. What I'm saying is a large portion of Tony sleeps with the fishes. Now, Vindman's testimony directly contradicts what Trump has said about the transcript.
I released a transcript of my conversation, an exact transcript. The transcript is a perfect transcript.
We have a very word-for-word report of what I said.
This is an exact word-for-word transcript of the conversation.
I had a transcript done by very, very talented people, word for word, comma for comma.
It was word for word, comma for comma, quid for quo, military aid for dirt on Biden. Did I say that out loud? Somebody write that down, comma for comma. Two major points were reportedly omitted from the official transcript. An explicit mention by Ukraine's president of Burisma Holdings, the energy company whose board employed Biden's son Hunter, and Trump's assertion that there were recordings of Biden discussing Ukraine corruption. Come on, you don't have to go all the way to Ukraine to get embarrassing tape of Joe Biden. Turn on a camera. He delivers. According to Vindman, these omitted points fit into the transcript where ellipses indicated dropped words. Wait, the ellipses is Trump's favorite punctuation, which makes this the ultimate betrayal. Et tu, dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot. Woo. Woo. Dot, dot. Very close. I don't know. Now, one of the lowlights of the day was when a shouting match erupted after Democrats accused Republicans of trying to out the whistleblower. Of course, with the average age in Congress, they could have just been shouting because they couldn't hear each other. What? What? Trump wanted dirt on Poseidon from Mark Twain? Speak up, you rapscallion! Speak up!
Rapscallions.
North Carolina Congressman Mark Meadows denied the charge, explaining, "How can we out someone when we don't know who he is?" Adding, "Tell me who he is, please. I'm desperate here. Have you seen how much evidence they have? We're screwed." According to insiders, as many as 5 possible names for the whistleblower have circulated in political circles. Okay, 5 possible names. Has to be someone with direct knowledge of the phone call and who says things that are incredibly damaging to the president. Could it be this guy? Now, I blow a whistle. I can blow a whistle. Republicans have been desperate to come up with excuses to get Trump out of this mess. Last week, we got the desperatest of all excuses from the Wall Street Journal editorial board. If you're not familiar with the Journal's editorial board, imagine a retirement home inside a country club, inside a gated community, in the afterlife, full of ghosts who are scared of immigrants. Now, that they will unionize. The editorial board responded to mounting evidence that Trump wanted a quid pro quo arrangement with Ukraine, clearly. But they rolled out a novel argument for why he shouldn't be impeached. It may turn out that while Mr. Trump wanted a quid pro quo policy ultimatum toward Ukraine, he was too inept to execute it. Remember, these guys...
That's his team. That's his people.
Those are his people. Those are his people, John. These guys are on Trump's side. Your Honor, my client could have committed the murder. He wanted to, don't get me wrong, but he was just too damn dumb. Look at him. And he's got his penis caught in a 3-hole punch. Again. Naturally, when Trump caught wind of the whole too dumb to crime argument, he wasn't that pleased. According to White House insiders, the president mentioned he had seen it, then started saying things like, "What are they talking about? If I wanted to do quid pro quo, I would have done the damn quid pro quo." Yes, people would be calling me up and saying, "Sir, wow, that was a perfect quid pro quo. I've never seen a quid quite so quoed."